Hello and welcome back to The Turn. My name is James Buffin, and this week we're going to explore the theme of underproductivity and what that means for survivors of child sex abuse to live inside the safe zone, and what can happen when awareness is raised about that's what's been happening. And so thank you very much, and I hope you find this episode meaningful.
I think that would be staying in the safe zone, staying in that zone where they're capable. And uh, as we evolve as human beings and in our life and our creative spirit, it wants us to take chances to break out of the realm of status quo, to move past to move toward our limitations, maybe even past them and slipping and falling on that fine line. Well, that line would be far away in that case. It would be, I'm going to stay here. It's safe. And you can imagine why a survivor might want to be safe in their life, but it's not really safe. It feels safe because they're not exposing themselves. It's that vulnerability inside that where they were abused as children. There's a vulnerability there. So to get to that vulnerability again is very scary. But that's the birthplace of creativity as well, is in that vulnerability when your spirit can come up and start to show you things and you step off your edge a little bit.
I'm working in a job right now that I absolutely love, but I for sure know I'm overqualified. How do I know? I'm getting like record-breaking results all the time. Um, um, and it's beautiful though too. Like I'm getting acknowledged for like trophies, best fundraiser across Canada, like 2 years in a row, and it's such a
Congratulations, by the way. Thank you.
thank you.
I saw that. That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. And so the productivity is okay. And it's funny that I say it that way in all the success because I don't feel like I'm used up in the way that I could be in the jobs that I know that I'm working my way there towards within school and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not fully productive to where I want to actually be at.
You see actors and dancers and musicians, when they're on their edge, they perform the best because there's that sense of, oh, I'm hitting something here in myself, and that sense of happiness and achievement after they've done their performance or after they've gone to their limitation is where joy and peace and confidence and everything starts to rise up within that person.
I'm in a job that I've basically outgrown probably 10 years ago. I've done everything more times than I could ever possibly count. I can only perfect what I do so much. So with my job, type of work that I do, I find it really hard to find a challenge.
But they're needed jobs, so obviously you're helping
Yes, yeah,
people.
it is. I am servicing the public, but at the same time, it's getting to be the same thing over and over again. And my challenges
It's like, what more can you do?
exactly, and I find that very very frustrating because I get bored with it.
Yeah.
I just get plain bored. Unless it's a challenge where I know I could possibly fail, then I'm not interested. It's got to be something that I could possibly fail at. I mean, that may sound kind of strange, but that's kind of how I approach it. And that's probably why I have the success that I do whenever I try to accomplish something. I have that on the back, I have that sitting there wondering, well, I could fail, but I'm not going to let that happen. So I just give it 180%, and then
I think it's like the transient survivor type
yeah,
of
that's kind of like it is because if I fail, then geez, like
feels like you failed before.
it feels like I
That
failed.
wouldn't make a difference. So it's like, yeah. But yeah, awesome.
Beautiful.
If there's enough confidence backing a person, they may move past their limitations and fall a little bit, but get up knowing that that's the way to keep going through it. Now, there's a difference there between the safety, so that was one part, feeling that safe zone and I can do my job here and I'm very comfortable with that and I'm accepted and all that, to the other side of that for survivors that I found is risk taking and doing things that are really on the edge, beyond their capabilities, and doing it in very dangerous ways. So again, it's moving back towards the middle, it's moving toward your limitations, branching out, extending yourself, and being the person that your spirit is calling you to be, stepping out into unique and wonderful ways in the world. Instead of shrinking back in your safe zone, is to expand a little bit.
Thank you very much for joining us for this episode of The Turn, where we explored the theme of underproductivity and what can happen when survivors of child sex abuse emerge from that and into the unknown, but do it safely. So thank you. I hope you found this episode useful and meaningful. And next week, we're going to look at the theme of witnessing and validation. So please come back, and I look forward to seeing you then.